you look wonderfully. Are you feeling festive?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Look, have you seen this? Never done that before. I've been doing the Babble Bar for about 6 years, and this is about the most I've ever done. Okay, but no, that's true. That's genuinely true. I thought I'd do this, but our cameraman Mark has brought these decorations, so I'd love to take credit, but I can't. Let's give Mark a round of applause. Festive nonsense, I think. Oh no, festive wonderfulness. Thank you. So, and you're all feeling very festive, which is marvellous. If you're not feeling festive, I've got a tip for you. When you go home this evening, find all the cinnamon in your house and mull everything. Not just the wine, mull the sofas. If you've got children, mull them. Just mull everything, and you'll feel different. Not necessarily Christmassy, but you'll feel different. Anyway, yes, thank you so much for coming. Christmas. It's an interesting festival, isn't it? It's the only time of year when we're encouraged to welcome a strange man into our house, with a fondness for alcohol and small children. But there's probably nothing to worry about, so we won't worry about that. But because they say, don't they? They call it. Is it the miracle of Christmas? It's known as that, isn't it? The miracle of Christmas. Which is kind of interesting, because I think it's known as the miracle of Christmas because of the virgin birth. That's right. Is that right? I think it's the virgin birth. Only that's no big deal these days, is it? Virgin birth. That's kind of nothing. They need to think about a rebranding, don't they? It needs to be more about the sort of the mundanity of Christmas. I think maybe they could get away with that. I don't know. But and I think really the biggest miracle for me about Christmas is the idea that 3 men turned up and they all had presents. That's, you know, that is, isn't it? That's a miracle. That's when I knew the story was a fairy tale. Although, to be honest, there were other clues. I don't know if you've ever tried following a star. Very difficult. It doesn't seem to work. But then the other thing, because I know it's a historic tale, isn't it? But the thing is, I think what it's really should be known for is it's the first ever recorded recorded event of unwanted gifts. Did you know that? It's the first ever time that's been recorded in history. And this is absolutely true because, well, it essentially, you know, you've got Mary, haven't you? She's in a stable. She's essentially homeless, thanks to her husband, Joseph, who said, come on, we've got to go to Bethlehem. I think they were living in Nazareth, so that's about 80 miles, and she's 9 months pregnant. And so I kind of imagine, you know, the conversation she would have had with Joseph when he says, you know, look, we're going to go to Bethlehem, 90 miles west. Right, okay, and how are we going to get there? You know, well, I've got this donkey, and she's 9 months pregnant. Anyway, so she's in this stable, okay, and she's homeless. And she's looking at her little baby, her newborn baby, in a cattle trough, you know, and she's probably planning her divorce at that point. But she's looking at a baby in a cattle trough, and she's thinking, you know, he's in a cattle trough. This is, but she knows that there are 3 wise men on their way, bearing gifts. And so she probably thought, well, you know, they'll be wise, for one thing, so that's good. And also, they'll probably be familiar with the Christmas carol Away in a Manger, won't they? So away in the manger, no crib for a bed. They're going to have gifts. It's going to be a no-brainer. This is going to be fine, Jesus. But no, you know, myrrh, that's exactly what I wanted, thank you. Perfect, fantastic. So yes, I don't really buy the whole Christmas tale. But nonetheless, not buying the whole Christmas tale, I do, you know, I partake of the whole Christmas stuff, and as you can see on the screen behind, here are our piano man Dan, who's over there, and me. This was last year. This photo is from last year. This was our Christmas party. This is our Babble Bar Christmas party at Eastbourne's Asda, and I think you can see what a fantastic time we're having. Dan went for the sausages. I don't know why he did that, but anyway, and I was thinking, I said to Dan that we're going to have another Christmas party, and obviously that's hard to top, but we managed to top it. We went to Tesco's, And look, Dan added a fried egg. So that's marvellous. Come back next year and it'll be Morrison's. We're kind of building up to a Waitrose finale. I think that's what we're looking at. So